So I'm just at my pre-op assessment. I'm just about to fill in my little thing. Yeah. To do a little pregnancy test because they don't believe me that I'm not pregnant. No, I get it, they have to put it on the system. It'll be fun. So I will fill you in on my pre-op assessment this morning. Treating me and Aiden to some empanadas from one of our favourite little coffee shops. I deserve it from having all my bloods extracted. Got our 8 flat whites and our empanadas, and now we're going to start work for the day. And I'll fill you in when I get inside about the pre-op stuff. Let's have a little debrief in my messy bedroom where I haven't even made my bed this morning. So we were up quite early because we wanted to make sure we were there enough in time for my appointment. Aiden decided to come with me because it began before he started work, and I'm very grateful for that. I just thought sometimes after these tests and things I like really work myself up in my mind afterwards. So yeah, I'm glad that we did that. But we did cycle there and back, which was so lovely to get some fresh air this morning. It was very cold. It was I think 6 degrees when we left. The winter is coming. But my appointment actually went really well. Like, it was probably one of the most positive appointments that I've had in gynecology. It was just like a really lovely nurse. I had one doing my height, weight, BMI, blood pressure in the first room, and then I went to the second room where the nurse went through a bunch of different questions. So really quick synopsis for anyone who's new: I am having a laparoscopy surgery at the beginning of next month to diagnose potential endometriosis and or adenomyosis. Endometriosis is when the lining of the womb is growing outside of that, so it could be on the fallopian tubes, the ovaries, but it can actually migrate to other organs and spread, so on bowel, bladder, and all the way up to your lungs, like if it's really bad basically. So I'm going in for the to diagnose whether I have that, because that's like the only way to diagnose. And it's a keyhole surgery. I'll be put under general anaesthetic, and they'll basically just dig around in there with a camera to see if any of that tissue is on elsewhere, and then either remove it there and then, or sometimes they rearrange another surgery to remove it more so. But yeah, this is specifically a diagnostic laparoscopy, so I feel like they're going to be more like judging what's going on in there rather than removing. I don't know. I never know if it's like it has to be a certain level of bad for them to like operate there and then. But I think it's more, yeah, just like seeing where it is. So they gave me loads of leaflets to go away with. I had my bloods tested in the room with the second nurse, and she asked me a shitload of questions which I'd already answered online, but I think they just have to like physically check and speak to you about them. I had to have a pregnancy test. I did tell her I wasn't pregnant, but she said like she'd get in trouble if she didn't check, so I was like, fair. Which is why you saw me going to wee, and I was like, oh my god, I actually don't need a wee at all. So I was like really like pushing. Did a pregnancy test. I did a throat swab and a nose swab, so I'm guessing that was to check for COVID. She took my neck circumference, and I was like, why are you doing that? Just out of curiosity, I just want to know like what is that for? And that is just for the tube that goes in for the while you're under general anaesthetic. I remember it from, I've only been under once, when I had a tooth removed from the top of my gum when I was like 14, I want to say. And I remember them telling me just before I went, I was like, I really wish I didn't know that detail. But they put like a tube down your throat whilst you're under, and it makes me feel really queasy. But yeah, apparently that's the whole neck circumference thing. They also took my temperature through my ear. What else did they do? Oh yeah, I had to swab around my groin. I kind of want to Google what that was. I meant to ask her and I forgot. I was like swabbing away, and I was like, oh, I actually kind of want to ask why I'm doing this. And then she gave me some of these leaflets and started speaking, and I completely forgot to ask her. But yeah, she was actually really lovely and helpful and not condescending. You know, sometimes when you ask medical professionals like a question, they're like, for this, or like obviously for this, and I'm like, whoa. Or they kind of see it as like you're grilling them when you're just asking normal questions, and they kind of don't really want to answer them. I don't know if I've just had horrific experiences my whole life, but yeah, she was super lovely. And she also told me I have to get the same blood test that I had today 72 hours before my surgery, I guess, to just check for certain things to make sure it's all good to go. My blood pressure and oxygen saturation was all good. Everything is all well test wise, which is great to see. So yeah, I just need to book this online test, which I should do in a second. And then yeah, I've got a recovery leaflet, which is supposed to help me with recovering after my laparoscopy. But I've got loads of help from you guys already telling me to look out for the shoulder pain. Apparently shoulder pain is even worse than the stomach pain when you wake up, because they like pump your stomach with gas so that they can see everything a little bit easier, and it like travels up and it sits in your shoulders. So people are saying to put heat patches on there and to take a lot of peppermint tea because it's really good with that sort of stuff. But yeah, you guys have helped me out so much already. This has got all of the information I should need, so I need to have a proper read through this beforehand, I think. It says the day after your operation, you should be able to go for a short 10 to 15 minute walk in the morning and the afternoon, having a rest afterwards if you need to. You should be able to increase your activity levels quite rapidly over the first week. There's no evidence that normal physical activities are in any way harmful, and a regular and gradual build-up of activity will assist your recovery. Most women should be able to walk slowly and steadily for 30 to 60 minutes by the middle of the first week. So yeah, like I can go back to normal pretty quickly. I was saying about like cycling and stuff to her in there, because she was asking if I do much exercise. I said I pretty much cycle every day on average. I'd say weekly 30 minutes a day, and she was like, maybe go up to an hour because of my BMI, and I was like, fair, whatever. But yeah, I feel like it's not getting into anyone's heads that my physical activity is going to be like lower because I'm in pain for like 1 to 2 weeks of every month. Do you know what I mean? So obviously I'm not going to be able to be fully active all the time. But yeah, I'm currently 40 days behind my period, like 40 days since the beginning of my last period, which is kind of crazy. So yeah, I'm kind of like, come on, I'd rather not be on my period when we're in surgery. That'll be a double whammy. But yeah, I need to sign up to that. Got my recovery leaflet to read through. They've got a anaesthetic overview, a surgery overview, and then this, which I've already read, which my gynae gave me last time. But yeah, I'm so glad that everything went well and all of my tests were all okay, and I was within the normal, or I was in the average or the higher average for everything. So I'm all fit and ready to go. I think I'm gonna call my brother on his lunch break and we're gonna have a little catch up, which will be nice. But for now, just gonna get back to my editing. I'm currently editing like a mini version of my Scottish vlog, so even if you didn't want to watch the longer YouTube version of it, I'm gonna try and make it into like a 5-minute TikTok video. And it's good just for savable stuff. Like I always, whenever I go to visit somewhere, I always look at TikTok and save all of my favorite videos into a little folder, so that I've got all of like recommendations in one spot if I feel like it's going to be something that I like. So I like creating those videos for other people because I know it's something that I enjoy watching and saving. So oh god, that's what I'm doing. And with something like that, I want it to be as informative as possible, so I usually write like a mini script based on like what I would say to like a friend. Like I think of like how I would word stuff to a friend and then basically write it out and then do it as a voiceover. It like works the easiest for me, so that's what I'm off to do. I also need to jump in the shower because I think if you watched yesterday's vlog, I was meant to have my hair done, so I was like saving it, and now it's just like super greasy, so I need to sort that out at some point today.
Back to back.
So we're just about to make some hot chocolates, midday hot chocolates, you know, as everyone does. Just been speaking to my brother on the phone about his wedding and lots of fun bits and pieces. If anyone's got any recommendations for a food processor / blender, please can you let us know. We've basically got this one. What did you use it for yesterday to make the sauce, pasta sauce?
Yeah, it's also just like not a blender, it's like a fucking...
Yeah, we've got this tiny blender that... Yeah, it's like literally specifically for smoothies that my nan bought me just before I went to uni, and it's actually like lasted its time. It was from B&M and I'm pretty sure it was like 20 quid. It's actually not bad considering how cheap it was, like, and how long it's lasted. But I feel like we need like a proper one that can do like multiple different things, like making sauces, salsas, soups, hummus, things like that. So if anyone has one that they use and they're like, oh my god, it's so worth the money, like we don't mind spending a bit more, / we might ask for it for Christmas, because my family are asking me about Christmas presents already and it's literally the 4th of October. So yeah, let me know if it's actually worth it. But Chucky, and we actually got this on, was it eBay? Last year or the beginning of this year? Last year. And it's a hotel chocolate velvetizer, and we got it for half price, which meant, well, it was £50 and then we paid £25 each. I feel like it's an absolute bargain and it's delicious, and I forget that we have it. So now that it's coming into like completely hot drink season, I know some people drink hot drinks all around, but I don't. I go for the iced version. We've got the velvetizer and it's amazing. You can make, well, not, you can't specifically make iced chocolate drinks in here, but you can obviously make it hot and then pour it over ice, because it does warm it up anyway. And it comes with 2 little hot chocolate cups as well. So we're going to use some oat milk. And I want to try the Vigo personally. What do you want?
What's the other option?
Because I don't think I've tried that yet.
No, I want that as well.
Because they're specifically for hot chocolate and baking. I did have one open.
I think we have to cut them smaller though.
Do you think? If they're specifically for this though.
They're not specifically for a velvetizer.
Not for the velvetizer, but like if they're for hot chocolate and stuff, like, I think it's fine. I got them from Holland and Barrett maybe last month or 2 ago, and I haven't actually tried them in the velvetizer. I was meant to, and I've now got a few other packets because Vigo actually sent some themselves. But I used to love these bars at uni. If you've been following me since the uni vlogs, I would always treat myself every like couple of weeks to a Vigo bar from Holland & Barrett because they were so expensive. They're like £2, probably even more so now for like a bar, but they were so good when I was like eating more veggie and vegan stuff. And I still do love trying veggie and vegan stuff. I just have meat a little bit more. But the velvetizer is so easy. You literally just fill up to, you put in your chocolate, any chocolate that you want. Obviously we've got loads of the Hotel Chocolat sachets, which are amazing and obviously meant for this stuff, but you can put any chocolate in here, which is great. We've tried a lot of other stuff last year. I'm pretty sure we did Terry Chocolate Orange because we had a lot of like Christmas chocolate and things like that. I've got some stuff from Noops. God, this is really imbalanced in here. Got this stuff from Noops, which is amazing. This is the 54% dark chocolate flakes. So good. But yeah, I'm just gonna pop in some, I don't know how many am I supposed to put in? It doesn't say. Well, we'll just guess then, I guess. Maybe that. Yeah, so you just fill it up to the max line in there. Close the lid and press it on. You just click this button and then it starts whisking away. So now it's hot and blended. And then I really like it because it has this little lip here. So it pours out nicely too. If I can do it. I feel like I'm supposed to take that thing out in the middle. I think I should have probably cut the melts like Aiden said a little bit because some of it's got stuck at the bottom there. But I'll just rinse that out and make sure I cut them for mine. Oh my god, what is wrong with me? There you go, me lady. In a crazy turn of events, me and Aiden are going to what I've literally dreamed about my whole life and going to Tulley's Shocktober Fest. I'm actually going on the press night tonight, which is just insane. Like, I wanted to go anyway. So yeah, we're last minute being invited. I'll take it. Even if I was a last minute option, I literally don't give a shit because I've been wanting to do this so long. Yeah, for those of you that don't know, this is at Tulley's farm and I become obsessed with it purely because Zoella used to go there and I think she still does. But they do like pumpkin picking during the day and then at night is like Shocktober, which means like, it's kind of like Thorpe Park Fright Night, Alton Towers Scarefest, that kind of vibe where there's like rides, but there's loads of different like horror rooms. There's one that goes through the woods, I think, called, and it's like a hay ride. But yeah, I've literally watched it for so long, so I'm really, really excited. We're heading there now, so we're getting the train to Three Bridges and then a bus that I think Shocktober sends like repeatedly from there, that takes you to the venue because it's kind of like in the middle of nowhere if you don't have a car. But yeah, I'm really excited. It's gonna be like a black carpet event, which is literally terrifying and I hate that. I'm wearing my new cardigan that you'll have seen a few vlogs ago in the ASOS haul. I feel like it's kind of like spooky but still cutesy in autumn with like a black ASOS dress underneath to make it a little skirt and my boots. So I wore yesterday with my brown leather jacket. And yeah, I'm just already scared about being too hot, but hopefully it'll be fine. I've just put a few makeup touch-ups in my bag just in case. And then we'll be off. I can't believe it. I will leave a flash and strobe warning if that is the case when's needed, because I'm assuming it'll be a bit chaotic and it might be just a stressful part of the vlog to watch, to be honest. If you're not there, I don't know. But I really enjoyed these videos when other people have shared them online, so can't believe I'm making my own this year. Hopefully we're actually on the guest list because otherwise I would die of embarrassment. There's not really a lot that embarrasses me, but I think that would embarrass me because I've like got myself all ready to go and like got a train there, do you know what I mean? I feel a bit embarrassed. Vlog is up, I need to edit the thumbnail on the train. Let's go. Let's go cycle to London Bridge. Back to London Bridge again today. Oh, look. No, you look gorgeous. Do you give us a twirl? I really want to steal that. We're in Three Bridges. excited. Really excited. I've got like this real big fear that my name's not going to be on the list, so we're going to get turned away. But hopefully we get in, and the next clip you see will be us being scared. We said we need it because we've been up early. We're feeling tired. We've just been in that car for 45 minutes when it should have been like a 10-minute journey. So that's pretty crazy. We've literally just jumped out. Now I'm just hoping that we actually get let in. It's happening. We're here. Hello, yes, thank you.
They're the black ones. You can pop them on and then just follow.
Yes, cool, perfect.
Follow this path straight down and round.
Okay, perfect. Thank
No
you.
worries, have a great night.
Thank you so much. So it looks like the event is sponsored by Greg's and Nick's. We've just got our lanyards. I literally cannot describe how excited I am. I feel like a celebrity.
Unlimited thrill rides, unlimited fast track.
So we get fast track on all the rooms as well.
Jack.
Right, let's get some food then. Oh my god, there's coffee. After us going, we need some caffeine. And I was like, well, there's no way we're going to get caffeine.
Oh, should we get?
We just came in with the Jedward, so that was fun. They were being crazy getting their photos done. So we're in the queue for Haunted Hayride, which is the one that I'm the most excited for. So I'm like, I want to do this first. So we're just getting in the queue. It's going to be scary. We also just heard someone call for a medic. Yeah. Like, even the live actors are already terrifying me. Are they scaring you? They actually are. The pig was scary. Okay. No, I don't want to be at the back. Aiden's braving the back seat, even though there's going to be people that jump on her.
What might be lurking amongst the abandoned scenery? The actors of Hollywood aren't sure who or what they are anymore. And action.
Absolutely amazing. Welcome to the Horrorwood Studios. I'm your director, everyone. Wow, Taylor Swift here, everyone. That was absolutely amazing. You play my zombie. Wait, no, Harry Potter. Harry Potter.
Fucking gosh. I hate that. I'm not okay with this.
One for me then. Okay then, here we go. Hello everybody! My name's Walter. My wife, surprisingly, can you believe it? Have you been chained up before? Oh, I'm very glad you see something.
Congrats! Oh my god! That's the point, isn't it? So you're looking back and then all this shit is like...
Yes, I do.
Oh.
These days, whack one, bam ding dong. Who's it off the movie? Trap, not disgusting. Trap.
Whoa. Pretty wild.
Diddy misteri, roccica.
Shahira or Yahi, depending on if you're a reverse cowgirl. God, that was the funniest thing. I'm sweating. We just went in the nun one, the purgatory, and oh my god, like I was cackle laughing. You weren't allowed to film in there, but I was pissing myself laughing because I made Aiden go first and he was jumping at every single one. I would have been the same, but because you were jumping first. So funny. Oh, I wonder where they are. So Jack and Naomi have just gone on this like crazy ride, and I was just saying, because I'm 26 now and old, I can't go on the dizzy rides anymore because it makes me ill. To be fair, I would go on it at the end, like after we've done the other rooms, because I'm just worried that it will ruin my whole time here. Because I remember one time I was at like Alton Towers and I did one of the dizzy like waltz-through ones like quite early on. I literally felt sick for the whole day and had a headache, so I was like, there's no point in doing that anymore.
I've also
It's so
seen
embarrassing.
way too many videos on Twitter of like these fucking rides like smashing into the floor and like killing everyone.
It's built up there, but it's so funny because while these guys are getting let out from the last ride, they've just like put them all the way up there. Oh god, I thought we're in the carving and it's so long. There's people with like horrible scary faces. Jack and Naomi have just left, but we're having the best time and we want to do them all, don't we? All the different rooms. So we did the carving, which I think I spoke when we just came out, and then we just did the penitentiary. I feel like I say that word wrong. Which was crazy. Oh yeah, Doomtown and Circus. But honestly, like my eyes after that penitentiary one, it was like so stroby, so definitely avoid that if you're like sensitive to flashing lights.
And loud noise.
Because that was, which one?
And loud noise.
And loud noise, yeah.
That's the scariest one so far.
Yeah. I don't know if that was because we came in here first though, but yeah, this one was absolutely wild. Like, but I think that might be because you were leading as well, because I was watching Aiden jump and then I was laughing at it. Whereas if I was leading, I think it'd be the other way around. Do you know what I mean? But I don't want to lead because I'm too scared. I really like Hayride as well, just overall, because I feel like it was so long and like really like well done. We just did this chop shop one and it was like actually quite good because all of the like scary chainsaw people had these horrible pig masks on and it was just so jumpy. I think in that last bit it was so long, wasn't it? But I really want to get
He's going 3,
2, yeah, and then chasing us. I really want to get someone coming out. So we are back from Tulleys. It literally took us so long to get back, more than we anticipated. We didn't really like plan on the way back, and then like shitloads of trains were cancelled and we can only really get one home. So it's now almost 2 o'clock and we have to be up bright and early because we're in Manchester this weekend, so that'll be fun to see the vlogs. But yeah, Tulleys was amazing. Like, I cannot recommend going enough. Like, it literally was the best day of my life. Like, I've wanted to do that for so long, so I'm really grateful that we got to experience that tonight, and I loved it even more than I thought I was going to. I was kind of like, oh, I wonder if I've like overhyped it in my head because of the amount of times I've seen it on other YouTubers videos and things like that, but it was even better than I expected. Like, I literally was cackle laughing the whole time. Every single room we went into I thought was amazing. Like, there was none that where I was like, that was kind of poor, didn't really like that. They were really lengthy. Like, how long do you reckon we were in each room? 10 minutes? 10 minutes, which I feel like is quite a long time to essentially be on a ride. Do you know what I mean? Even though you're walking through. I'm really glad we started off with...
Every single maze, it's almost like 2 hours in a maze.
Yeah, exactly. Which is so good. And there's like lots going on as well at the same time. So there's like live actors walking around the whole venue. Lots of like photo opportunities if that's your kind of thing. There's also live music, lots of food spots, drinks, and lots of areas to like sort of chill out if you're wanting to do that for a bit, which I can imagine a lot of people will after some of those rides, because they are literally crazy. Rides, I don't really know what to call them. Rides, rooms, experiences, not sure. But yeah, I've literally never in my life been to one of those where there's live actors like performing, and it was just incredible. I think I read earlier that it's the like largest Europe like attraction when it comes to like Scarefest kind of things, and it doesn't surprise me because it was literally so big. Like, every room was so much bigger than I imagined it to be. I thought you'd just be like walking around a few little bits and then you'd come out, but it was, the attention to detail was just crazy. Exceeded my expectations because I already had like crazy high ones anyway. But yeah, if I was to go again, or like recommending specific rides if you were shorter on time, I would say to go to Hayride, because that was just so fun. Like, it actually wasn't that scary really, in my opinion, but it's just so cool because you get to go all into the forest and different characters sort of like jump on your, like, on the tractor, and there's lots of stuff going on, and it was again really long in the best way. I also really liked the carving. That was probably the one where I was the most scared. I really enjoyed the Purgatory, and I think that was the new one with all the nuns. And that was the first like maze thing that we went into after Hayride, and it was so funny. Like, Ada was screaming. It was so good. And then the last couple of ones that we went to, like, everything nothing let us down at all. So I think the ones that we didn't manage to get into were the Hellaments and the Crooked 13. Can't remember, but there's just tons. We managed to get so much done in such a short space of time. It was amazing. And that, to be fair, I am really grateful because we had the fast passes, and I feel like they're definitely worth it because we could smash through everything. So yeah, I feel like a true celebrity being able to go to Shocktober and press night. and it's never ever taken for granted. I'm now very, very tired. We're up, like I said, bright and early. We're going to Manchester. I've got like a kind of semi-work thing, and then most of the time we can chill and do our own thing. So yeah, thanks so much for watching today. I can't believe the night ended in going to Shocktober. Like, that's so perfect, not only for the vlogs but for me and my lifelong dreams. I'll see you tomorrow. Oh, I didn't get to meet Zoella either. I was like really looking out for her. That was my last point. I really wanted to meet Zoella because I know she goes every year. That's how I know of Tulleys in the first place. We were unsuccessful with that, but other than that, I lived my dream evening. Bye.